Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I'm joined by Fred Pullen. Fred, how are you today?
How you doing, mate? I'm all good. Yourself?
I'm very good. I mean, I've done a tough session. I think you done one afterwards, mate. How was that for you?
Mate, it's never easy. It's never easy down here. But listen, that's what you need as a boxer. It's like it brings out the best in you when you're fighting, when you're training. Like when you push yourself here, it makes fighting easy. It's like that saying, like train hard, fight easy. I think. Yeah, that's the same.
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
We'll go with it, mate. We're both too tired to get all these.
So yeah, mate. Literally.
I mean, you were sparring, I think, Sonny Hardy.
That's it.
How was that spar for you? I mean, it was competitive from what I saw.
Yeah,
how was that for you?
It's tough, mate. Sonny's a top boxer. He's a strong kid. He's tough. It's good sparring. Like I say, they're the sort of rounds, sort of training you need. Do you know what I mean? To go to the next level.
Definitely. I mean, we'll jump straight into it. So I do want to talk about the achievements that you've done. I mean, just for this year. So Haringey Box Cup winner, Angel of the North winner. National finalist, you boxed for England, and you also got picked for the England senior squad. I mean, some 2023, mate. We're not even over. But how does it feel to kind of, obviously, I know with the amateurs, it's kind of tournament after tournament, you don't get to process your wins kind of as much as you would do in the pros.
Of course.
I mean, but how do you, when I'm reading them to you, how do you look back on those, mate?
Mate, it's like, it's great looking back at them, and at the same time, you look back and you think there's always more to give. Do you know what I mean? Like, for example, you say national final. For some people, it's a great achievement, but for me, I'm not happy with that. I wanted to win that national final, if you understand what I'm saying. So it's like, you look back at them, you're happy with them, but at the same time, it's like, you've got to look forward and there's more to push on to, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, and so like with that, do you kind of use that as a motivational tool? Like, you're like, right, okay, I got to the national final, I know I'm good enough to get to the final, but next year, push it through, you kind of use that as kind of fuel to the fire?
Yeah, of course, mate, all the time, like, it's like, I could look back and be happy with what I've done this year or since I've been boxing, but if you look too much on the past, you never really give yourself an opportunity to push forward. Do you know what I mean? So it's enjoy it while you won it, enjoy it while it lasted, but now it's sort of looking forward again. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely, mate. I mean, also we mentioned that obviously you boxed for England and then you got called up to the England senior squad as well, mate. I mean, representing the country, I think that's kind of what every amateur wants to do.
I
mean, how did it feel to get that call?
Mate, it's the best. It's like you say, it's every little boy, or as a little boy, it's every other little boy's dream as well to sort of represent your country at a tournament, major or not major, or even a duel. It's just it was always my dream as a kid to represent my country as in boxing.
Nice. Who was the first person you told when that news came through, mate?
The first person I told, my dad straight away.
Nice.
Straight away. Yeah, he was with me. To be fair, I didn't even ring him. Yeah, he was with me. But it was it's great. When that come through, unbelievable. Yeah.
Perfect, mate. I can see the smile on your face as well, mate. I mean, as you said, we've both done tough sessions at the Matchroom Gym with Kev today. Obviously, you were sparring. I mean, I don't think mine was nearly as tough as what you guys were doing. But kind of, I always have to pinch myself every time I walk into here. I mean, but can you recall like the first time you walked in here with Connor, John, and everything like that? Talk to me about that.
Mate, it's unbelievable. It's sort of, it must sound like a little fanboy now, but when you walk through the door, the first time you walk through the door anyway, you look around, you're like, oh, it's Connor Ben, or that's John, or that's Joe. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's like, it feels strange if you know what I'm talking about, but you can't. It's like I say, I probably sound like a little fanboy now, but it's like you're so used to seeing them on telly and looking up to them boys, and now you're training side by side with them, so that you can't beat. Do you know what I mean? It's just being around them boys. It shows you where you've got to be to get to where they are. If that makes sense.
Definitely, it definitely does, mate. And also, I'm the biggest fanboy as well. So
I
love it, and also it creates good clips of socials as well. I mean, kind of, were there any nerves when you first walked in? Like when you first go into, because obviously I imagine you've sparred some of the boys in the gym.
Yeah, of course.
Is it any nerves when you first? Oh God, I'm sparring John Ryder today, or something like that.
No, you know what? As mad as it sounds, there weren't. No, as mad as that sounds, there weren't. It's sort of like, it was more excitement. It was like, oh, I'm sparring with Joe today. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It was more excitement than it was nerves. Do you know what I mean? It was like, it was great, man. It's like, even like you said, sparring with them boys like Joe, even like with John, like it helps you out a little bit. It's like, you can't beat that. Do you know what I mean? It's tips from them and things they see. It's different to what anyone else would see. Do you know what I mean? It's unbelievable.
Definitely. Have they given you kind of, obviously Joe, obviously two-time world champion, John, I mean, just for Canelo. Have those guys given you any particular advice that have stuck with you?
You know what? It's nothing particular. It's all the bigger picture. Do you know what I mean? It's not. It's general feedback, but it's just. There's nothing. I'll tell you what now. To lie. The one thing they have taught me is work hard. Work hard. Do you know what I mean? You see that on the runs when you're running or when you're with them. Like, you've got to work hard every day. You've got to turn up no matter how you feel. In the mornings when you don't want to get up and it's pitch black in the winter, 6 a.m. getting up for runs, and it's like, no matter how you feel, you've got to be there and you've got to turn up and you've got to work hard. That's one thing they have taught me, to be fair.
Definitely, I think Joe Cordina tells a story about he was doing the triangle. And I think Ricky Burns went to do one more, and Joe was like, no.
Yeah.
And Tony and Ricky kind of turned to Tony and was like, you're not going to make him do one. And Tony's like, no, I'm not going to make him do another one.
Yeah.
He'll know he'll fight now. I think Joe done the rest, and obviously the rest is history. Sort of thing. I mean, obviously, Fred, you're obviously still an amateur. You're going to turn over pro soon, but obviously in that, like, looking forward, what can people expect when they go to see you at amateur shows? When you turn over pro, what can people expect?
Of course, listen, I'm a little way away from turning professional yet. I'm enjoying the amateurs now. It's like, it's great. Like I said, with England now, traveling the world, going to different places with a team, going away training camps. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it at the minute. So it's like, I've got no real incentive to turn professional yet. I'm still a baby. I'm 19. Do you know what I mean? I've got a long time. It's like, and a lot of these boys turning pro now, it's rushed. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to rush it. I want to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to not enjoy it. Yeah. That's why I started boxing, because I loved it. I enjoyed it. So I want to keep that enjoyment in the game. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, looking forward, like, what you can expect of me is just excitement, classy boxing. Classy boxing.
Definitely, and if you haven't watched Fred's Haringey Box Cup final, please do, because that was a very entertaining scrap. And I think yours and Connor's final, I think the crowd, obviously DAZN were doing a thing, but everyone was there watching them as well. I do want to touch on that. I mean, obviously you're close with Connor Mitchell.
Of course, he's like brother to me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, you both won the Haringey Box Cup on the same day. I mean, that was a bit special, right?
Mate, unbelievable. And do you know what made it even better? The week before that, we won the Angel of the North together as well. So it was like 2 gold medals in a week. Do you know what I mean? So it was unbelievable, man. But like you say, you win together, you lose together. But yeah, Connor's like a brother to me. So it's always special when we win together and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Back to back as well.
Nice. Did you do anything to celebrate?
No, you know what? It was straight back in the gym again afterwards because we. So yeah.
I mean, it's a testament to you guys, mate. I'd been partying all night if I won 2 goals.
Yeah, no.
in a week. And I mean, what? Obviously, you just said there, kind of, you have no intention of turning over pro yet. Obviously, it's an inevitability, but obviously, what? Let's go through your short-term goals. Say maybe for the end of the year, and then what are your long-term goals, as in your boxing career, kind of throughout future?
Yeah, no, of course. So for the rest of this year now. I think there's a couple trips lined up with England, so hopefully go away boxing internationally a couple of times there. Then long-term wise, we're looking at sort of like 2026 Commonwealth Games, 2028, willing everything goes right with all the Olympics and everything else. 2028 Games, 2026 Commonwealths, they're the sort of long-term goals we're looking at now. Do you know what I mean? And then from there, turn over. Do you know what I mean? Because even then, 2028, I'll only be 24 years of age, still young there by then. Do you know what I mean? So it's exciting.
I mean, that sentence scares me because I'm 25 now, so that's really horrible. I mean, let's talk about that then. So obviously there's a whole load of political issues going on with the Olympics, the IBA. I mean, obviously I want to get your perspective on that. Of course, you just said that's kind of what you want to do. I mean, it's not looking promising, but what is it like being an amateur? Kind of, that's one of your goals, and it's being taken away from you by outside things. Talk to me about that. Of course,
because like I said earlier, like my dream as a kid was always to box for England, go to the Olympics. That was always my dream. Like as a kid, I always wanted an Olympic tattoo. As crazy as that sounds, that's what I wanted as a kid, to go to the Olympics, represent my country. Like I found it so like special to do something like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, for them now saying to you that might not be a possibility, it's like they've pulled your dream from you. If that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? But listen, what can you do? It's nothing you can do to control that. So it's in other people's hands. So all you can do is just sit and wait and see what happens. And if it gets to 2028 and nothing's happening, then we just turn professional with Commonwealth gold instead. Do you know what I mean?
That is perfect, mate. I love that. And I mean, Fred, my final question, mate. Thank you for giving me your time.
Yeah, no, of course.
What does boxing mean to you?
Mate, boxing's everything. It's like Canelo says, no boxing, no life. That's what it is. Boxing's everything. Yeah, boxing's made me the man I am today.
Perfect. Fred Pullen, thank you very much, mate. Cheers.
Brilliant. Good one, mate.